So I woke up this morning absolutely pissing myself, and I mean laughing my ass off. And it wasn't because I saw something interesting or that Aaron said something stupid, or it wasn't even the fact that, I thought of something clever or anything that was remotely witty happened in my dream. It was just the sheer absurdity of the thing. And we all know that dreams are not meant to be inherently meaningful. It's just, psychologists have attempted to decipher dreams since, essentially the beginning of time. People have tried to interpret dreams and make meaning out of them. Carl Jung is the first person that comes to mind. Sigmund Freud. Those people, those nerds. But we all know dreams are just absurd, meaningless, ridiculous. so, so with that aside, I woke up this morning and I was just pissing myself, just remembering what I dreamt of. And I'm going to tell you that dream right now. So we all know that dreams don't make any sense. But this one in particular takes the cake. So in this dream, right, a group of scientists, that's right, it already started off weird. A group of scientists, and get this, they're all Indians. Yeah. Sorry, okay. I'm not trying to be racist here. I'm just trying to be descriptive. And besides, I don't think anyone would be racist here if you don't know the racial stereotypes and the tropes that are associated with Indians. Anyways, I'm just trying to be descriptive here. They are a group of Indian scientists, and they traveled to an island in the Pacific Ocean, and I was happened to be in the same crowd. Imagine that, a group of Indian scientists, out there somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, maybe Fiji, maybe, I don't know, any Hawaii, maybe, some random island out there in the Pacific Ocean. And they took with them, an Australian Vietnamese dude. Imagine how weird that would be. A bunch of Indians just taking a Vietnamese dude with them, and they're all scientists, and they're studying whatever. I don't even know what they're studying. Okay, so they went to this island, a group of Indian scientists. Sorry, I'm repeating myself, but it's just so ridiculous. And they're trying to conduct some experiments like good scientists do. And of course, they took with them the Vietnamese dude. And get this, they have multiple venues to conduct their experiments. And I swear, in my dream, every single one of them, the first thing that they do was going to the toilet. I know, right? It's already starting off great. Okay, a group of Indian scientists went to an island in the Pacific Ocean, studying whatever the hell that they were studying, and they took with them a Vietnamese dude. And the first thing when they land on an island was to go to the toilet. I mean, completely reasonable, right? All right, get this. They are also conducting their experiments in the toilets. And I don't know what it is that they are conducting, but the first thing that they do. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the scientific reasoning. So you test a hypothesis, right? So in my dream, these concepts start floating in my brain. I started thinking about hypothesis, control variable, independence, dependence variable, all of these things started floating in my brain. And this knowledge came from, high school, way back when I did biology, physics, and chemistry. You gotta write up a lab report, and mainly I was the nerdy kid, and I did all the work, and all the other kids, and they're just in my group, and we all got good marks, and all of that was thanks to me. But all of these concepts started flooding my brain again, and the Indians told me, we have to prime the toilets. So that's their reasoning for going to the toilet. They want to establish a control variable. And for that to happen, they need to make all the toilets the same. So in order to prime the toilet, as they have put it, someone needs to use the toilet and, make a mess. Seriously. In order to prime the toilet, they need to condition the toilet to be the same way as India. So someone needs to use the toilet first from the crowd, from the scientists, the Indian scientists group. Someone needs to use a toilet on every single one of these islands first in order to, establish a control variable. I don't know what the heck they're testing, but they need to use the toilet, and they need to turn that toilet into the condition of the toilets in India. So someone needs to prime the toilet. Someone needs to make that toilet home again. Someone needs to make a mess in the toilets. And people have talked about lucid dreaming, in which you have, a very vivid image in your mind when you're dreaming, and you somehow have control of your actions in the dream. You are a free agent in your dream. Dreams are already weird enough, and it feels like you have no control of your dream. But when some people are lucid dreaming, they can make decisions, they can rationale, and, they can, think about these things and make a decision in your dream whether to continue with this fantasy or whether to exert control of the situation. I feel like I have none of that in this dream, I feel like I was stuck in that situation. And so one of the Indian scientists told me that I need to use the toilet when it comes to my turn. And, I was conscious of this. And I thought to myself, hey, this is so freaking ridiculous. This is so freaking weird. Why am I here? And yet, I could not escape that dream. I was stuck in that dream, So yeah, someone told me to use the toilet. And guess what I did? I used the toilet. I primed the toilet. I established a control variable, in their words. I don't know why that dream just, why is it so freaking weird? And I woke up and for a good half an hour, I was just sitting on my bed and was just thinking to myself, the heck was that? And I tried to come up with, an explanation why the Indians in particular, the Southeast Indian, not the American Indians. I'm sorry, but the Curry Indians. And why was the fixation with the toilets? And why the fixation with the weird islands and the Pacific Ocean? Why was that? And why science in particular? Why are we conducting these science experiments? What are we testing for? And I thought about last night. I was on my bed watching YouTube. I know, a horrible way to wind down before sleeping, but I was, just watching these YouTube videos, learning about human biology and learning about the development of the gastrointestinal tracts in the fetus, And like Indian people, I swear, I'm not even being racist at this point. I'm just being observant. A lot of Indian doctors, a lot of Indian teachers on YouTube, a lot of mathematicians, they're so freaking smart people, and I mean this. And I learned so much from the Indians on YouTube. And perhaps, maybe there was a video last night. There was this Indian doctor who was talking about, the development of the foregut, the midgut, and the hindgut. He was teaching me this stuff. And maybe it's such an impactful video. It's such an effective video that I learned so much from this guy that perhaps somehow, as I dozed off into my deep slumber, these images, his voice, the Indian culture, ding, 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 everything just, just came into my mind, and And with it also comes, the racist stereotypes and everything just started coming to me. The Indian culture, the racial stereotypes, the voice, the accents, the way of life, everything just started flooding my brain. That's why I started thinking about Indian people. Maybe that's why I started thinking about going to the toilet, shitting the streets, stuff like that. Everything just started coming to me, and the brain is just amazing. I'm telling you, man. I just woke up and I just laughed at the sheer ridiculousness of my dream. Maybe I was tired as well. Anyways, that's it for today. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless. Don't think too much about this video. I'm just merely documenting. I'm not teaching anyone anything. There's nothing profound about this. Everything I said, it's just stupid, man. Just meaningless chit-chatting. But with that, I want to say thank you. Stay strong. God bless. And have an amazing day.